Hey guys, it's Brittany, also known as Brooke, which is my middle name. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm excited to show you guys this look that I have on right now. Just a really easy, everyday summer look. For those who don't know me, I live in Austin, Texas, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist and esthetician. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment and I will get back to you. So first I'm going in with my Born This Way concealer in Almond. I'm using a damp beauty sponge to blend that out and a Sephora airbrush concealer brush on the blemishes for more coverage. In this video, I already have my Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation in 2.12. I'll be doing a more in-depth complexion routine in another video. Once I have my concealer blended, I'm going in with my Chanel Translucent Loose Powder to set the under eye area and my T-zone. The perimeter of my face is on the drier side, therefore I won't be setting it with any powder today. Next, I'm using the Anastasia Liquid Glow in Perla for the highlight, and I'm just blending that out with my finger. So right here, I actually mixed up my steps. I'll be going in with the Hoola Benefit Bronzer with my Sephora Pro Flawless Powder brush. You'll see that here in a bit. So I'm just going to bronze up my face with this a little bit. My face is a little bit lighter than my body right now, since I do wear a lot of SPF on my face. After this is when I'll go in with that Chanel powder blush in Love. And I'll be using a Sigma powder blush F10. And this is a really pretty peachy blush with a little bit of shimmer that I'm using. And now I'm just setting the highlight that I did with this Lancome dual finish highlighter in Sparkling Peach. I'm not sure how to say that, but I'm using a Morphe M510 brush to set that with. And I'm just adding that same blush on my nose for a little bit of pop of color. Starting to feel myself a bit here. Anyway, now I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3.5. And my brows are naturally pretty full and kind of dark, so I like to keep them as natural as possible. And here I'm just kind of defining them and using little hair-like strokes to kind of get the shape that I want. I like to use the spoolie to kind of brush them out, give it even more of a natural look. Showing you my little tedsters. And I'm just using that same concealer that I use under my eyes to set my eyelids for my eyeshadow that I'm going to use today. And I'm using that same brush from before. And I'm not really big into sculpting my eyebrows or anything like that. Like I said, I like more of a natural look. So in a bit, I'm just taking this little brush that I got from the craft store just to kind of define them very little. I'm just using whatever concealer I have left from the eyelid. And I did set that with my Chanel powder before I went in with my eyeshadow palette. And I'm going in with the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm using a Morphe R37 brush to first blend out the shades, using this as my transition color. And I'm just building up this color until it's the desired look that I want it to be. It's a really pretty palette. It's kind of peachy, has a few shimmers, and I feel like it blended out really nicely. And now I'm just using a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm taking the darker shade and I'm keeping that a little bit lower just to blend it out and define the crease a little bit more. Every time I go in with the darker color, I'm keeping it lower and lower. Guys, shout out to my boyfriend Jake Fades, that's his Instagram name. He edited this video for me. It was originally like an hour long and he brought it down to 12 minutes, so thank you to him. I'm just going in with that same Morphe R37 brush with nothing on it, just to blend out the two colors a little bit more, and then that same Morphe M433 brush with the darker brown and just keeping that dark color kind of on the outer crease. Excuse my hair, it's days later. I have a bunch of dry shampoo in there, don't judge me. Right now I'm just taking the Morphe M124 shader brush and I'm mixing those two shimmers together and just putting it kind of on the inner eyelid and towards the middle to give it a little shimmer. My eyelashes are super straight, so I always curl them before I do anything. And I'm lining my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 waterline in Legend. And before I go in with falsies, I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I did get a little bit there, it happens. I just use a Q-tip to clean it up while it's still kind of wet, and then I'll go in with my sponge and just kind of blend it out. And I'm just using Ardell Wispies with the Duo Lash Glue to put on my lashes. And now I'm just using that darker brown that I used on the top, on the bottom with it's a Crown Brush Precision Crease, and I'm just using that to smudge out the bottom. And I'm going in with my same Lancome highlighter and just highlighting my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my nose. using that same Too Faced mascara. And right here, I had lined my lips with NARS Precision Lip Liner in Halong Bay. And it was a little bit too dark, so I went in with the Laura Geller Pout Perfection and Spice lip liner. And then for the lipstick, I'm using MAC Soleil Soleil. It's a really pretty summery color. It's really creamy. I love this lip color. And shout out to my sister Crystal for giving me these really pretty earrings. I love them. Just kind of fluffing out my hair, you know. And now for the body glow, I'm using that same Anastasia liquid glow for the shoulder and my chest. I don't always do this unless it's like summer and I'm gonna be outside, going out, you know. Just gives you a really pretty glow. And I'm just using this random Eco Tools brush that I have to blend it out. Alright guys, and that is it. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or any questions, feel free to comment and I will get back to you. Later!